Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
For today's second date update, Ember is on the phone, and she sent us an email saying that she looked past a deal breaker because she liked the dude that she went out with so much, but now he's not calling her back.
Uh-oh.
Proof that you shouldn't look past your deal breakers. Like my deal breaker, if I go out with a woman and she has like a family, like a healthy family dynamic. Deal breaker for me.
Red flag.
Gosh,
Yep.
she wants functional families and no daddy issues. Ick.
Huge red flag
Yeah.
for me. Listen, Ember said she looked past the deal breaker. We'll find out what that is in a second. But first, Ember, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just on the edge of my seat waiting to find out maybe what happened with this date. But I'm good. I'm doing good.
Well, slide all the way back into your seat because sometimes these phone calls can take a long time. I want you to be comfortable.
Okay, I'll relax. I'll try.
Okay.
I want to give you a cramp.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your date.
So I met the guy on a dating app. I kind of just recently started doing the dating app thing. I wasn't meeting guys as naturally anymore. So
Okay. I always think it's funny when people sound like so embarrassed by that.
It's so normal now.
But the majority of people do it. It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
I have friends who do it, and they've met guys they're really into that way.
Right.
So I thought I might as well try.
Okay.
So the guy's name on the app is Sparky. I thought it was kind of cute. Ember and Sparky, like
wow.
Ember.
I love it.
Ember.
Man.
I mean,
Just think of all the flame play on words you could have at your wedding if you guys got married.
I like how you're picking guys online, too. Like, his name sounds cute.
Well, I'm all about the wordplay. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Yeah.
All right. So you matched with the guy based on name alone.
Well, not completely, but it was kind of what caught my attention
Okay.
initially.
All right. And your email said that you looked past the deal breaker. Why was the date so good that you were able to look past whatever your deal breaker is?
Well, let me tell you, the rundown of the date first. So we went for swing dance lessons.
Oh, fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he decided on that, and I thought that was kind of cool. And
Dude, that's already a great idea. I already like Sparky. Way to go, Sparky.
And that could go really poorly if you meet some dude online. He's like, hey, I want to go swinging with you. It's, there's two things
Think of that.
that could happen
no.
from that. And it seems like you got the best result.
Or not.
Yeah, or not, depending on your preference. I don't know.
no, I definitely got the result I wanted with the swing dancing.
Okay, good.
So, how are the classes?
Well, we both weren't that adept at it, but he was trying really hard to get the steps down, and I thought it was really cute that he was putting such an effort forth.
Right. So, you're having fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Good.
And after that, we went to get dinner,
Uh-huh.
and that's when the deal breaker issue came up.
Uh-oh.
I called him Sparky, and he was like, well, actually, that's not my real name.
And you're like, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I didn't expect that.
So he was like, actually, my real name is Ryan. And okay, perfectly good name, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, my ex's name is Brian.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
A little too similar for you.
Yeah, we ended on real bad terms.
So, wait, that's your deal breaker? Is that you won't date anyone with a name similar to Brian?
Well, I didn't realize it was a deal breaker until that came up. And then, it just kind of reminds me of Brian. Like, it's only one letter off. My friends might get confused and, make jokes about it. And I don't
Yeah.
even want to think about that past,
So, wait, did you tell him that after he said that his name was Ryan?
Well, no, because I had a good time and I liked the guy. And I didn't want to be a weirdo and be like, oh, well, my ex had a very similar name, just so you know, and I hope that's okay with you.
Okay, good. I'm glad
Yeah.
you did not say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and go into great detail about how bad your breakup was with your ex. A lot of people like hearing that on a first date, so it's probably good
Right.
you didn't go that route.
Yeah, I didn't want to go into detail or even bring up any ex, because
Yeah.
obviously that's not cool. So I was willing to overlook it.
So, how did the date end after the name thing?
He gave me a hug. I totally forgot about the Ryan Brian thing for the rest of the time we were together.
Good.
I have real issues when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
When he said his name, you had like a look of disgust, and he actually went. Blech.
I hate you.
Right. My face tends to give away my emotions sometimes more than I'd like it to. So
Maybe it was taking a little too long to order and you stood up and you were like, you never know what you want when we get here. You're always changing your mind, Brian. This is another problem with you.
right. Maybe the PTSD kicked in. I don't know.
Could've. Okay, well, we'll find out. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
You know, deal breakers are kind of a funny subject when you talk about dating. Like, Brooke, do you have any deal breakers?
No, I was always pretty open. I
So basically, if that
remember,
guy wouldn't sleep with you,
Yeah.
the guy wouldn't sleep with you, that's a deal breaker?
Yeah, I dated guys with missing front teeth, ones that lived in their car. I mean,
Dang,
hey,
Brooke.
I was willing to look past really anything.
Literally.
Yeah.
Very accepting.
I would not say that it's a good thing, but it was my thing.
People tend to be a little bit more particular, like Ember, who's on the phone for a second date update right now, and she was willing to look past a deal breaker to try to get another date with the dude we're about to call. Just to remind everybody, Ember went out with a guy named Sparky. That's his nickname. She didn't know that his real name is actually Ryan, and it's really close to her ex-boyfriend's name, Brian. And that was the deal breaker. She felt really uncomfortable about that, but she was still like, whatever, I'm going to still try to go out with this guy. And now he's not calling her back.
Amber, when we were talking earlier, I didn't hear, what do you like so much about Ryan? Like, why were you willing to look past this deal breaker?
We just got along. He seemed smart. We had great conversation, and I just thought there was a spark. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, you were giddy, is what you were saying.
I liked him. Like, I was into it. Not gonna
Until
lie.
he reminded you of your ex. And then,
But it was just a name, nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
So
well, we'll give him a call right now and see if we can figure out why he's not calling you back. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ryan?
This is Ryan.
Ryan, how are you, man? My name is Jubal from a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What is that?
The radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's the show where we do fun and wacky calls. I don't know if you've
crazy.
heard it before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I've heard of you guys.
Okay, cool. Have you heard any of the fun and wacky calls we do? Because that's kind of what we're known for, fun and wacky calls. So this is one of them.
God, that sounds so lame when you describe it like
I
that.
mean, is it going to be fun or is it going to be wacky?
Who knows? Maybe both.
What's going on? I don't really get why everyone's laughing.
I can understand that. It probably makes no sense to you at all. Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update, and you went out on a date with a woman named Ember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ember.
Ember emailed us because she said she liked going out with you, but she hasn't heard back, so she's wondering if she did something wrong.
I don't know if I should talk about that.
Can you at least tell us whether or not you had a good time on your date with Ember? I mean, that's not really that personal.
Yeah, I guess we had an okay time.
Oh, what a sell.
That sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
Man.
it sounds like you were miserable the entire date, were you?
I wasn't miserable. I guess I was just kind of confused.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Ember emailed us because she's willing to hear whatever you have to say. She wants to know.
She said that she wants to know the reason.
Yeah.
She's actually the one that's confused. She thought you guys had a fantastic time.
So can you just tell us what you were confused about? Like, if it's not embarrassing about you.
Okay. I mean, I show up and she's all orange.
Orange?
Orange.
Like the color?
Yeah, like the color.
Like a bad spray tan or something?
I mean, amongst other things, yeah. Like her skin was orange, her hair was orange, and all her clothes were orange.
Her hair was even orange?
What?
Yeah.
So wait, is that different from what her profile pic was on her dating account?
Well, I mean, she had like orange hair in her picture, but like I couldn't see her clothes. Like her clothes weren't orange, you know?
Okay, but
Okay.
so she has orange hair and then she decided to wear orange on your date.
Yeah. She
What
wore.
a maniac. Ryan. I don't even know how you felt safe.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's just strange that like everything's orange, you know?
So wait, literally orange, the color orange is the reason that you don't want to go out with her again?
Yeah, and it wasn't just that she was wearing all orange. She ordered orange food for dinner.
What?
What do you mean?
What kind of orange food?
I mean, like she ordered carrots. Like we went out to dinner, she ordered carrots.
Okay, so she likes carrots. What else?
Okay, so she ordered carrots, then she ordered butternut squash soup.
Oh, that's particular.
Yeah, that's very particular and
Which,
very
I mean, they're
orange.
both those are both like apps. That's not a meal. She ordered like 2 apps. That's not even, you know.
That's
So
like
she-
out of her
she-
Which is a
way.
crime in and of itself. Like, get an
Yeah.
entree for God's sakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear she's going out of her way to order orange food.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And she never brought up her obsession with orange.
No, she just like went on like she was dressed like a normal person and like didn't have orange hair and orange skin and acted normal.
Are you curious at all why the orange?
I mean, yeah, like obviously I wanted to know, but like I couldn't ask her. It's like a rude thing to ask on a date. It's like, hey, why are you all orange? You know?
Yeah, I guess that is kind of rude.
Yeah.
But I know how we can figure it out because she is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, probably on an orange phone. I'm not sure. But Ember, are you still there?
Yeah. Hi, Ryan. What's up?
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I had no idea you were there.
Well, I am. So
Amber, are you obsessed with orange, or did it just happen to be a day where you wore an orange outfit because it matched?
I mean, I don't think I'm obsessed with orange. I like orange. I like to match. Sometimes I wear orange, sometimes I don't. I wanted to show my personality, and my favorite color is orange.
But like, why did you order orange food then? Like, did you do that on purpose? Were you trying to send a message?
No, a message to who? The other orange people? Like,
I'm letting everybody in this restaurant know that I am down for the orange.
I mean, you just kind of went on like you're dressed like a normal person, but you're not. You're an orange person.
I'm not an orange person. I like the color orange. I thought it looked good on me. And yeah, orange is one of my favorite colors. Why is that a problem?
Sorry, it's just like overwhelming. I showed up and like you're all orange, and it just took me by surprise.
Seriously, your deal breaker is that I wore orange? Because I had a deal breaker too, and I looked past mine.
What was your deal breaker?
It was your name. I just got out of a bad relationship a little while ago with someone named Brian, so it's a little close to home, the whole Ryan thing.
Okay, well that's like one little thing. Like your whole life is orange. That's different.
My whole life is not orange, but I looked past my deal breaker. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. You need to be able to look past the orange thing.
I'm trying. I don't know. I don't know what the extent of your orangeness is.
I don't understand this argument. Like, we're arguing about a color, literally, the color of my outfit, the color of the food, like, whatever. I mean, I thought we had a good time. Didn't you have a good time, Ryan?
I guess I did, but I don't know if I can like look past this.
What? Are you being serious, Ryan? Like, what if she was wearing all black? I mean, that's something people do all the time, or all blue, or all red.
Yeah, well, you know, like purple's my favorite color, but you don't see me wearing all purple and like ordering eggplant, you know? I guess it's just the fact that like she never talked about it, and I felt like I couldn't ask about it, and like it was all I could think about is just like why she was all orange, you know?
So I'm telling you now, it was honestly just a coincidence that it all happened that way. I just like the color orange, not 24/7 orange. It's just you happen to catch me on an orange day, I guess. Can't you look
Yeah,
past that?
Ryan, you caught her on an orange day. Let's try and do a different color. Would you go out with Ember one more time for a second date? We'll pay for it.
I don't know.
What if she didn't wear orange?
Yeah. I mean, that's a really simple solution.
Yeah, I won't wear orange if you go out with me again. Like, wasn't I like a juicy, like hot orange at least?
Oh, I mean, if you wear like a mix of colors, you know, like a normal like a diversity of colors.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you have a diverse outfit.
So,
Such
Ember,
a weird request.
you're willing to go through your closet and see if you have multiple colors to wear that night, so you're not wearing all of one color.
I
You're
feel-
sure you have that ability?
Oh my God, I'm not colorblind. Okay, I definitely have that ability. So I'm putting myself out there. Would you please go out with me again? I think we could get past this issue.
Oh, see?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a
cool.
yes? You'll do it?
Gosh.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Awesome.
Hey, aren't you glad that worked out?
Oh, man.
Too soon.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I think the best way to make a first impression on a first date is to show her your rage issues right away. You know what I mean? Just rage on the first date the whole time. Usually ladies like that a lot.
Yeah. Like anger to turn us
Yeah,
on.
they do. Oh, they love it. That's why Adam is on the phone right now. He emailed us about a date that he had that he feels didn't go so great because he was a little angry when he showed up to his date. Oh, no. Adam, how are you?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm good.
Hey, man, first of all, I will say I read your email, and the issue that you had in getting to your date and the way you acted on your date, I can't blame you. I think I would have acted the same way. I've been in this situation a lot. But go ahead and tell everybody about how you met the girl that you want us to call today.
So her name was Ren.
Ren?
And, it was one of those, like, friend of a friend thing. We were both single. They set us up. Thought she was real good looking. I was really attracted to her. Looking through her pictures, it really seemed like she was going to be a good fit. So I was pretty stoked on the date from the beginning before we even actually met for the date.
Right,
And
before you met and showed her your angry side.
Dude, I didn't mean to show her my angry face. That wasn't the goal of the date.
Yeah, but in your email you said you got there and you just raged for the whole time pretty much, and you felt kind of awkward about it. Explain what happened.
I mean, I gave myself plenty of time to get to coffee. Last thing I want to do on a first date is show up late. And all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, this ass turns into the lane in front of me and starts going like 20 miles per hour. And I wasn't running late, but this guy, I felt like he was messing with me because I'm just sitting there. And I'm beeping and I'm honking and I'm trying to be nice first. And then I just lose it. I flip a switch and I start going crazy on this guy. And he's just such a ass because I'm just trying to get somewhere.
Adam,
You are
Yeah, see,
still
you're
angry.
already
My
raging
God.
with us. We're just trying to ask
Because he
you.
was an ass guy.
Okay,
I
yeah,
know,
no, hey, dude, Adam, you're talking to the king of road rage right here.
Yeah.
I'm constantly pissed off in my
shaking
car,
right now.
so I understand.
You're still shaking.
So, you were angry about this dude.
Yeah, well, of course I was angry. Yeah, but, this guy who pulls in front of me makes me 10 minutes late, and that pissed me off. And I tried to let it go, and I guess it was just nervous energy. I just kind of wouldn't shut up, and I just talked nonstop pretty much the whole date,
were you talking about this guy the whole time?
pretty much.
Do you have anger issues normally? Are you an angry guy?
I tend to think I'm pretty even-keeled guy, but
You sound,
Don't
sound like it. I asked you to recap the incident on the way to the date, and you just went off on us. So you sound like an angry dude. Are you an angry guy, or are you?
I'm not normally, really an angry guy. I think it was just the nervous energy of going to the date, and I think it's a mix of both of those things. I just kind of, had a tough time.
Did you explain to her that you were upset at a guy that
I
you?
did. I think it just came off angry.
Yeah, I can see how that happened.
Did she comment about your anger? Did she say, like, whoa, you're still pretty upset about this?
Not really. I mean, she was pretty quiet about it. She was really quiet.
Probably quiet because she was scared for her life. People get that way.
That's where I felt real bad with. I just kind of just talked nonstop for 45 minutes.
Did she get a word in edgewise?
I mean, not much.
All right,
really.
so you talked at her the whole time.
Well, I mean, at the end, I said to her, I asked her about going out on another date, and I apologized to her, and I said that, I'm not normally like this and all this stuff, and we slapped five,
Oh, no.
You high-fived at the end of the date?
Oh, Adam.
Well, I wasn't going to kiss her. I was like sweating from being so nervous and pissed off.
What kind of five are we talking about here? Like on the side, down low, high five?
Up high.
Up high, all right. So you gave her a high five to say goodbye.
Go team.
Oh, she probably didn't want to do a fist pound because she thought you might break her
Yeah,
hand.
seriously. Did you ask to see her
Well, we
again?
did interlock fingers, though, guy.
Oh, nice. That's almost a handhold. You almost held her hand on the first date. Did you ask to see her again?
Well, yeah, we talked about it, and I mentioned I'd throw her a text, and I've texted her a few times, and I haven't really heard back. So I'm kind of curious. I know it didn't go great, but I thought it ended good.
After you apologized to her, did you say, "Oh, I totally understand. I've been there before," or?
Not so much.
And so she seemed upset.
Yeah, I told her. I said I told her that my energy level was off, and I was really nervous for the date as it was, and then this happened, and it just totally threw me, and I feel horrible about it. And I told her that, and she seemed receptive to it.
Yeah.
But this whole situation, it didn't go well, and I really want a second chance because I think her and I could really do well together, and I think that even with my anger issues, the little bit of road rage and stuff, I feel like a girl like her could really calm me down.
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Great. Thank you, guys.
All right. Try not to freak out. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Adam is on the phone with us. He wants us to call a girl named Rin today for his second date update. They went out, met for coffee. He was 10 minutes late and ended up being very frustrated from a road rage incident that made him late. Feels like he just vented about the thing the whole time and was just angry and didn't even let her get a word in edgewise while they had their coffee date. Adam, you about ready to give her a call?
I'm ready, man.
All right, I was thinking about this. Most girls, when they list the traits that they like in a potential mate, they usually say something like, I like a guy who's sensitive, a guy who's caring, good job, very responsible. They usually don't list potential homicidal maniac as a good quality. So that's probably why she's not calling you back. I mean, if you went on a first date with somebody and they showed up a little late, first of all, that's one strike against you, and then proceeded to just be angry the whole time, I doubt you'd be so willing to call him back, too.
I think that's kind of the issue, and that's why I'm trying to make it work with her again, because I really do feel like I had a bad representation.
You want a do-over.
Yeah, I just want to try one more time. I want to kind of show Ren the Adam that I really am.
Okay.
And you think this call is going to do it for you? You've got a level head on you right now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty zen right now.
Just don't make him wait any longer for the phone call. Don't make him late for the second date
Yeah,
update.
we just get this going so I don't get pissed off about it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to call her right now, man. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Ren, please?
this is she.
Hey, Ren, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio program.
I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number.
No, I'm pretty sure I have the right number, Ren. There's not a whole lot of Rens, and I was given your number by a guy named Adam to call you today.
What?
Yeah. Adam is a listener to our show, and he says he recently went out on a date with you, but you're not calling him back, and he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why.
How do you know him?
He listens to our radio show. Adam wanted us to call you to ask if he did something wrong on your date or there's a particular reason that you don't want to see him again.
I don't even really know how to respond to this.
I know
Did
it's
he talk to you about this?
He did. He told us that you went out for coffee, and he said that he was a little late, and he actually feels bad because he thinks that he may have been a little upset from a traffic incident, and he wasn't very attentive to you on your date.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Is that a pretty accurate description?
Yeah, I would say so. I get this is what you guys do, so I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. I'm just kind of like,
No,
oh, my God.
That's fine. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us. We just want to pass along a message to Adam and give him your perspective on the first date.
Yeah, I can talk about that. My experience with Adam was very limited, and I'm not a very confrontational person.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very, very angry, and I think that the first 10 minutes of the time that we very, very first were introduced to each other, it was really just all about this driving experience we had
being so frustrated with this other person.
Was he like cussing and stuff when he was explaining it to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was so over the top that I would have need to have left, because I would have done that if it was really, really that bad. If he was.
That's what I was
going to
ask you, Ren. I was going to ask you if at any point you were scared for your life.
Oh, gosh.
No, I wouldn't say that. It really wasn't like that, but it was pretty intense. Even when he finally went to go get us some coffee, which he did, finally pull himself up to be like, okay, I'm going to go get us some coffee. But
pulls himself together.
Even in that moment when he goes to order the coffee, I can hear him from all the way at the other end of the shop, and he's ordering, and he just sounds aggressive.
So was he like yelling at the barista and stuff like that? I'm just trying to.
I said grande!
I'm picturing him just tearing up this Starbucks or wherever you're at.
No, it really wasn't like that. It wasn't like he was unkind toward the people around him necessarily. It's just the manner in which he was dealing with things. It was just like pent up. When somebody's really upset about something, and even though they are doing something normal, it's in an abnormal way.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other thing that was tough. It was manifesting in like sweat.
Oh.
He was so mad that he was sweating?
Well, I don't know if he just sweats, if that's a thing, independent of what was going on, but it seemed like it was fueled, or at least like made a lot worse by his emotional space.
Ren, it's called hyperhidrosis. It's just people who can't control their sweat glands. Okay, they sweat a ton. Maybe he has that.
How do you know this?
Yeah,
I've known some people who have had hyperhidrosis.
Yeah, quote, known some people.
So you don't want to see him again because he's an angry, sweaty mess.
It's not just that he was sweating a lot and being angry. He was sweating profusely, like the palms of his hands. There was sweat dripping down him and then collecting like under, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. Man boobs,
Oh.
Is Adam taking steroids?
Oh, gosh.
He sweated out his whole shirt?
Like dark, just covered in sweat.
Oh, man.
It stains, boob stains?
Yeah, that's bad. If he's pitting out a little bit, that's kind of like, whoa, man, you sweat a lot. But if his whole shirt was sweated out?
I don't think that's being...
That's what I was concerned about, because I know that when I'm upset, like, I'll sweat a little bit, and that's normal, but it was, whoa, it was so much.
I'd be curious to find out if it's an issue or if it's just his anger that makes him sweat like that. Aren't you curious to at least know?
Honestly, maybe he's a really great person that just had a really bad day, but I just don't want to deal with it.
Okay.
I really don't.
That's cool. Thank you for giving us an answer. I appreciate it. But I really need to find out about this sweat, and that's why I'm glad you're still on the phone, because Adam is also on the phone and heard everything you just said.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Hi, Ren.
Oh, my God. First of all, I'm really, really sorry. Look, this is really, I'm sorry, and then I'm also, like, annoyed to be put in this situation. But I am sorry if you heard things that I said that are unflattering.
Oh, my God. You don't need to feel bad, Ren. Pretty much everything you said is true.
Oh, no.
I mean, I can kind of explain the sweating thing, the anger stuff. The sweating thing, let's start with that.
Point one.
So, I mean, I threw a hoodie and a coat on, and it ended up not being as cold out as I anticipated. By the time I was all pissed off at this guy in front of me, I started sweating in the car because I was blasting the heat, and I was so pissed off I wasn't thinking about it. The coffee shop had the heat on. I, couldn't stop sweating, and I knew I was, and I know that my man boobs were sweating.
Oh. Yeah, and that was a crappy thing for me to say about man boobs. That was rude. I'm sorry. That was just the first.
No,
it was just the easiest.
That's what I think I want you to hear. It's like, I'm not that angry guy. I know I was sweaty. I know I was hot as and I thought if I didn't pay attention to it, you wouldn't mention it. Like, I was so lost in that date, and, I didn't know what to do, and I went home and showered right away. I was I was looking in the mirror, and I literally was mortified by myself because I was really excited about this date, and I never tell friends about going out with anybody, but for some reason I was kind of stoked on you, and I just crashed and burned, and I kind of do that a lot in life, and I just want you to know that I really am sorry, and as far as you and I are concerned, like, I'd love one more shot, just one more chance to maybe sweat it out with you and
Sweat it out. Hey, Ren, would you like to go out with Adam again? I will pay for a second date. We can send you guys to a spin class or something where sweat is supposed to be there. And would you maybe give him another shot to see if he's not so flustered this time? He can do a better job.
Adam, I'm like, this is awkward, and I just want to say I appreciate you eventually being honest. I think that what I would have preferred is if you could have communicated this to me not on a radio station, because you did contact me and you didn't really ever just come out and say.
I totally get it, Ren. I mean, as crazy as I was there, it's probably crazier that I ended up on the radio with you right now. But I tried calling and texting you, and, you never got back to me. And so, I felt like this was my last option of how I could get a hold of you.
Ren, will you do it? Will you go out with him one more time?
Come on, Ren. We've never had anyone be so sincere.
Will you drive, please, just so we're...
And he's funny.
All right, okay, all right, yeah.
One more day. Nice. All right. Ren, thank you for your time. Adam, congratulations. You got your second date, man.
Thank you, guys. Ren, this is going to be great. I promise you. I'll see you soon.
Adam, 2 words before your next date, all right? Gold bond. Okay?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy calling in for a second date update today says he and his date got physical on the first date.
Ooh,
and by physical, I mean they beat each other up a bit. What? Just a little bit of beating each other up.
Wait, that was a good thing?
Oh my gosh.
Apparently they met in a Krav Maga class.
What's Krav Maga?
It's like a self-defense thing.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm just picturing this playing in the background when they met while they just duke it out for a little while. And then go, let's go out for beers after. I don't know. We'll find out right now, though. His name is Rob. What's up, Rob?
Hey, no, it's not Kung Fu. It's Krav Maga. It's the Israeli martial art developed in the army. Basically, it's all about hitting the weak points of people and causing the most damage. They say you don't want to cause pain, you want to cause damage.
So it's basically like any women that take the class, it just shows them to hit a dude in the junk over and over again.
Yeah, basically. And the throat.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Junk
that
and
works for
throat.
dudes, too. Like, they would also be opted to hit in the
'cause
junk.
a lot of attackers are bigger than you, so.
Sounds like a pretty easy class to teach. Just hit people in the junk.
Maybe the eyes.
Take your foot.
I mean, there's more to it than that, but yeah, essentially.
So you met her in this class. What's her name?
Her name's Dana.
Dana. And how did you end up asking her out?
I mean, we've been partnered up. We're she was newer. She said she's doing it for fitness. I've been doing it for a little while. Because, I don't know, I actually got robbed, so I've been trying to, learn how to defend against that and, kill people with my hands. I haven't killed anyone yet.
Wait, you want to kill someone over...
No, only if they try to rob me again.
Okay, don't take this guy's cell phone.
Yeah, the way you said that sounded like you
just trying to kill people.
Just can't wait to go and snap somebody's neck.
No.
I'm turning my body into a lethal weapon.
So you got robbed and decided to take this class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I met her. She's been doing it for a little bit, and so...
And I assume there's a lot of girls in the class, because most self-defense classes are majority women.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's actually pretty much 50% women. Sometimes it's more women than guys in the class.
It's a good way to meet women.
I mean, that's not why I went, but yeah, it is.
It's also a good way to get punched in the junk for being a little too forward with a woman.
Yeah.
She didn't punch you in the junk, though. She went out with you.
Yeah. I asked her out, and she decided to go out with me after class.
Nice. And what did you guys do?
Well, we drove around for a bit, and
sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to talk to her in the car. I don't know. It's a good conversation place.
That is weird. You purposely drove around just so you could talk to her longer?
Well, we were gonna go somewhere for a day, but we just couldn't really pick a place, so we've been kind of driving for an hour.
Whoa.
And then we decided, I don't know. So we were talking about getting a movie or something from Redbox. And just watching it over at my place.
And you were like, no, sorry, I don't do dates outside of the car. I can't do it. Did the Redbox date happen? Did you guys go back to your place?
Yeah, we went back to my place.
Good.
All right, so here's the thing. I know this kind of sounds cliche and everything, but I do live at my mom's house. I'm in the basement. There's a separate entrance. so like I don't have. It's my mom's house, but I do have privacy.
No, it's not, dude. It's your house. You have your own door.
Yeah,
you have your own door, dude. That's a completely different place.
It doesn't sound cliche. It sounds just like a turnoff.
Was she turned off by that, you think?
Well, I didn't really tell her about it until we were at the door of the separate entrance.
Good idea.
But if it was a basement apartment, why would you have to tell her at all? Like,
I don't know. I just kind of wanted her to. I like being honest. I just wanted to be upfront with her right away.
Okay, I can respect that.
It's better to let her know that and be like, I got my own apartment. And then she finds out that it's actually at your mom's place.
Yeah.
So once you were in your place, was everything cool?
Yeah, we watched the movie. It went well. Things started to pick up and happen after the movie. She spent the night.
Oh, she did?
Hey!
Dude, that's always nerve-wracking when you're spending the night at someone's mom's house. Like, is the mom going to come down? Should I be clothed the entire time? What if I have a run-in?
Well, I mean, she does kind of give me my privacy, so it doesn't. That luckily didn't happen.
You didn't have to run upstairs and clear it with her?
No.
Okay.
Did she have to do the walk of shame and your mom saw her?
No, well, that's the thing was the next morning. I mean, that's where things felt kind of weird. Like, the whole date seemed great up until the next morning.
What happened?
So I woke up, and I saw her, like, walking out the door, and I was just like, where are you going? And then she said that she called a friend to come pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was just like, go back to bed.
Oh.
Like, nicely or mean?
I couldn't really tell. It was just kind of like an awkward thing. And then I just haven't been able to get a hold of her.
Huh.
Like, I haven't seen her in class or anything. She just, like, hasn't gone to class. I called her, and one time she did pick up. She was, like, just kind of silent for a bit. Like, she didn't even, like, talk to me at all, and then she just hung up the phone.
Ooh.
Oh, so she accidentally picked up.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
Okay.
Why do you think she doesn't want to talk to you so badly?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was that bad. It was pretty good.
The every man's worst fear. But it can't be the mom's house because she stayed the night.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. She wouldn't have stayed over in the first place.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Some people like to get intimate underneath the stars. Some people like to do it under the covers. And others, like Rob, who's on the phone for a second date update right now, like to get intimate under their mom.
Oh, no, dude, you can't say it like
But
that.
it's accurate. It's
Upstairs, because she lives upstairs. And that's exactly what happened when Rob went out with Dana. Apparently they met in a Krav Maga class, the self-defense thingy. What do you call it? Self-defense thingy? Is that right, Rob? I don't feel like that's right.
It's a self-defense martial art.
Martial art. That's
he
a
was
better
gonna
way
go
to say
thingy
it.
too.
Yeah.
He almost did thingy.
I know. It's not very scary when you say it like that. Back up. I know that self-defense thingy called Krav Maga. So anyway, they met there, and that night ended up going back to his place. They hooked up a little bit. And then in the morning, all he remembers is her saying, I had my friend come pick me up, go back to bed. And that's the last time he's talked to her. He even tried to call her once, and she picked up the phone and then hung up on him. So we know she's not very happy with you for some reason, Rob.
Yeah.
I never heard how much alcohol was involved in your one night fling.
0. We didn't have any alcohol.
Whoa, you
A
didn't drink?
sober? Whoa.
That's never
Sober
happened.
one night stand.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know those existed.
Dude, you must be hot, Rob.
Yeah.
You get a sober one night stand in your mom's basement?
Yeah, I'm with
Jeez.
Jubal on that one.
He's a unicorn.
How are you not getting a call back?
That's what I mean, man. I'm a catch.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can figure out what happened, okay?
All right.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Dana, please?
Yeah, this is Dana.
Hey, Dana, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, you said your own name.
Say my own
strange.
name strange, I know.
Yes.
What's the deal with all the people? I don't.
Hi, Dana.
You're kind of like in a conference call right now.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Well, it's a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm still confused, but okay.
Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. And you recently went out with a listener of ours. His name is Rob.
Okay.
And Rob emailed us because he told us about how you met and how you hung out at his place or his mom's place. And then you left and have never called him. And he said he even called you at one point and you picked up and hung up on him.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean to hang up on him. I mean, like, I didn't want to answer, but I felt bad hanging up on him.
Okay, so, yeah, you didn't want to hang up on the guy until you accidentally answered his phone call, and then you were forced to hang up on him.
Yeah, which was not good, I know.
Why did you hang up on him?
I really didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah, we got that. I mean, that's usually why you hang up on someone. But was there a reason you didn't want to talk to him?
I don't know. I didn't have a very good date with him, so I was kind of wanting to move on.
What was so bad about the date?
Well, I don't know what Rob told you. I don't know how much you guys know, but you've mentioned the mom's house, so that right there should be kind of an indicator that I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
You don't want to go back to his mom's house?
No, not really. Not really.
Okay, though, come on. That could be kind of judgy because you stayed the night there, so you didn't have that much of a problem with it the night of.
Well, I stayed the night because I liked him. I mean, he was nice. He was cute. I liked him. That's why I stayed over.
Uh-huh.
But why hang up on him now? Like,
he's now ugly and mean.
what did he do?
Yeah.
It wasn't anything that he did. That it's just one of those dates you want to forget about.
Oh, wait.
You want to forget about it?
Yeah. I'd rather just pretend it didn't happen.
Oh, so there is regret involved.
Was he that bad in bed?
I don't really want to go into that.
Oh my God, that's a yes.
no.
That is a yes. I know it.
No. I mean, that wasn't the problem. The problem was, this is so embarrassing. Okay, here's what happened. So I agreed to stay over, and I realized a little bit too late that I didn't have anything, like any clothes to sleep in.
Okay.
And he offered to let me borrow something.
Uh-huh.
So I said, okay, that's fine. And he goes upstairs, and he brings down this nightgown.
No.
What?
I don't even want to know the future of this.
A nightgown?
Why would he not just give you a T-shirt of his?
Who wears nightgowns?
I don't know. That's what I thought he was going to do. Nope. He went upstairs. He brings down this little flowery white, like knee-length nightgown with like frills on the end. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Where do you think he got the nightgown from?
Well, he went upstairs, so why don't you guess?
He brought you his mom's nightgown?
He brought me his mom's nightgown. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Which means he's okay sleeping with someone who's wearing his mom's nightgown.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh my God.
No wonder.
What did you say? Did you say anything?
I didn't really know what to say, so I just kind of said, "Oh, thanks," and just okay, good night, and just forget about it.
Wait, did you wear it?
I did wear it. Yeah, I couldn't say no.
You slept in his mom's nightgown.
Dude.
I didn't know what else to do.
No wonder you want to forget the date.
Yeah, I just want to forget about it.
Did he compliment you on how well you filled it out or anything?
No. Oh my God, I would cry.
What if he ripped it right off of his mom's body? Like she's up there watching reruns of something, he just grabs it from her like, I need this for my date, Mom.
I mean, I could see how it'd be an innocent mistake, but it's still like the biggest turnoff ever.
I know, and like I just feel as though like he should have just thought, wow, this is weird. Like why did that not occur to him? That this is a little weird.
That is a very good question, Dana, and a question I think we should ask him directly. And he is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, so we can actually do that.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
He's on the other line listening.
No, he's not.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Look, now that you guys are saying this, I'm really embarrassed about the night.
Yeah, well, you should be embarrassed. That's embarrassing. That's
okay,
embarrassing.
so like, here's the thing. Like, I thought it would be like a nice thing. Like, I thought like it's a nice nightgown. It's really like that was an expensive nightgown. And my mom doesn't use it too much, so it's clean. It's not like she just wore it last night.
How do you even know the frequency of your mom's nightgowns? That's weird right there.
Her rotation, her nightgown rotation.
Oh my God! But like you had T-shirts.
Yeah, but like I thought you wanted something like nice and comfortable to sleep in, like something that
I was
like
sleeping on a
pretty.
pull-out couch in your mom's basement. Why would I want something nice to sleep in?
You didn't mention it was a pull-out couch.
You don't have a bed?
No, but my pull-out couch is really nice, just like my mom's nightgown.
Dude.
Oh my God.
I won't even do a futon, a pull-out couch in your mom's basement. I don't even know what to do with that.
No, you'd be surprised how many women have slept down there in the past. But I want to focus on this, though. I don't want to talk about
Oh.
But, oh,
You know, you'd be
that-
surprised how many women have worn my mom's nightie.
No, all right, you guys are like taking this all out of context and twisting my word. Okay, look, I was trying to do something nice, okay? But now you're saying I'm like this like creepy guy who lives in my mom's basement who gives girls like nightgowns and
Take
like,
away creepy guy, and that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe keep it.
You sound like a nice dude, but it's kind of weird, man.
I'm not like wearing their skin. I'm not like Buffalo Bill. Like,
But seriously, how does it not register on your creepy factor that you're giving your mom's nightgown to a girl you're sleeping with?
because it's a woman's nightgown. They're like, it's like a pearly, nice nightgown for women. I can have that or something.
Yeah, for your mom.
Yeah. You know what? Dana wouldn't give her dad's underwear to you. I can guarantee you that.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I would not.
Well, if she would have, I would have appreciated the thought.
Yeah, this is getting really weird. I can't.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right, in that case, Dana, I'd like to ask you if you'll go out on a second date with Rob. We will pay for it.
No, I will not go out on a second date with Rob.
Did you hear me say we'll pay for it, though? Free date.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not going out with him.
Even throw on a brand new nightgown.
New or used?
Probably going to have to be used at this point.
You know what? I don't even want to go out with her anyway. Like, I don't want to be with a girl that doesn't appreciate a guy who does nice things for her.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry you didn't get your second date. But, Rob, there are plenty of other women out there who can't wait to put on your mom's nightie, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, well, this is why chivalry is dead.
Chivalry.
Exactly.
Chivalry
This
in
is
your
the
mom's
moment
bed.
that chivalry died. Because Dana had a problem putting on your mom's nightgown.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, that's it, I'm staying single forever. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, you probably shouldn't have. It was extremely weird. But Rob wanted to call Dana, couldn't figure out why she wasn't calling back after they hooked up. And the reason she wasn't calling back was because he lives with his mom downstairs in his own place. It's like his own place, okay? Not necessarily his mom's house.
Yeah,
That's the way he said it. It is his mom's house.
It's
But
his mom's
anyway,
house.
he lives
They have
downstairs,
family portraits
and
on
she
the wall.
needed some clothes to wear because she was sleeping over. So he ran upstairs and grabbed one of his mom's nightgowns and gave that to her so that she would have something to sleep in. And that creeped her out, and she did not want to see him
Hey,
again.
there are some people coming to his defense. You guys blew that way out of proportion. One text message says, yeah, the nightgown was a nice gesture. I'd go out with him if I was single.
That's what hoodies are for. We have hoodies and gym shorts.
Don't worry. I think it
Anything
was
else.
his mom texting it,
Yeah.
so I think we're good.
Somebody else texted in at 78592 and says, sounds like a game of who wore it better.
Seriously.
She did not want to go out with him again. And most people on the text message board say that it's pretty creepy to lend somebody your mom's nightgown.
Yeah, or any clothing of your mother.
Yeah, really it is. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back, even if they're uncomfortable with wearing your mom's PJs. I don't understand that one bit.
Move at 92.5.
You guys think Anthony's been huddled in a ball in the corner, weeping
Yeah.
during that whole song?
Listening to a really sad song, like True Colors or something.
Anthony, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Oh, God, I feel so bad.
My heart was beating so fast in that last song. It was just...
If anybody's just tuning in for the second date, Anthony called us about a girl named Trisha that he went out on a date with. The first person he's been out with in how long, Anthony?
Well, since my girlfriend and I broke up a year ago.
Okay.
And his first real adult date, period.
Yeah,
You've
because-
never dated before.
He met her in high school. They dated for a long time.
Can I give you some advice, Anthony?
Okay.
Anthony, are you for
Yeah.
real freaking out this much?
I just haven't dated a whole lot. I knew she was special. Everything about her was so right.
You gotta try to pull yourself together a little bit.
Pull yourself together, Anthony.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you? It is one date, and this does not sound attractive. I am sorry.
emotional.
He needs a little tough love right now. Anthony, I want you to stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, and get ready to do this like a man.
Okay.
All
You
right.
never know. Anthony could have met the love of your life that night. This is very important, Anthony.
Okay, Jubal,
What?
we just went through a whole power him up thing.
I know, but I just want to let him know how important this thing is, and he should be very nervous.
Stop. No.
I am nervous.
I know, Anthony. I know. You're an emotional dude. I get it. But put your phone on mute if you start to like hyperventilate or cry.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Anthony, you still there?
I'm here.
All right, I just want to make sure you didn't pass out.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Trisha.
This is she.
Hey, Trisha, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
You recently went out with a friend of mine.
I did?
Yeah. His name is Anthony. You remember going out with a guy named Anthony?
I do. How's he? Wait. Okay, you're on the radio and he's your friend.
I'm on the radio, so I have lots of friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and Anthony happens to be one of them.
Okay.
And he said that he really enjoyed the date with you and thought that you guys were going to go out again, but you haven't called him back or responded to any of his messages or voicemails or any of that. So I wanted to call you and ask if he did something wrong on the date.
That's just weird that he's having you call for him, but he did have a really great time on the date. That's true.
He did? Did you not have a good time then?
I mean, I had a good time, but I think that Anthony had a really good time. Like,
Was he just too eager on the date?
well, it wasn't really on the date. It was afterwards.
What do you mean?
He tweeted like 5 times about our date within like 2 hours.
Oh.
So
What?
he went back after your date and just started tweeting about it?
Yeah, he was like, he tweeted, "Lonely no more, most amazing date of my life."
Oh, my God.
Points.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is horrible. What were you?
Well, wait, it gets better. It was like, is this what love really feels like?
God.
With exclamation points and question marks.
Are you scared at this point, Trisha?
I mean, yeah, especially, okay, how about this one? At last, my love has come. And he did, in parentheses, put Etta James.
No.
Oh, no. Really? He's quoting Etta James on his Twitter feed. Trisha?
Yeah.
I should also let you know that Anthony is currently on the other line right now listening to this conversation.
Are you serious?
Hi.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry if it creeped you out a little bit. I mean, I was just trying to make a really nice evening for you, and
This is so awkward. It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
I thought we were having fun.
Okay, well, the date was very nice. You took me on a very nice date, and it was fun. But seriously, Anthony, you tweeted, "Oh, my God, freaking out. I think I hear church bells."
Oh, isn't that a romantic thing to say? I mean, isn't that what every
Yeah,
isn't
we
that
were
what every
together for
girlfriend's
like
about?
3
Is
years.
finding the right guy and getting together and living happily ever after.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh, my God, this is a joke, right? There's no way you're crying right now.
No.
I think he has allergies. I think that's what it is. Trisha, Anthony's an emotional guy.
Anthony needs therapy.
Amen. I am sorry.
Trisha, Anthony, let me help you out a little bit. Trisha, if you didn't know, Anthony just got out of a long relationship with his high school sweetheart. You're the first girl he's been on a date with since high school.
Dude, be single for a while. Seriously, there's so many great things about being single. Like, go experience life a little bit before you tie
by
yourself
myself?
into a relationship.
Yes, Anthony, it's okay to be single and experience things by yourself. It's actually a very fun time. You can do it.
Okay.
Anthony, you need to really, dating is hard and it's going to hurt. But you need to find some confidence, dude. What do you like about yourself?
I think I'm charming and I'm good looking. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Trish thought you were good looking, didn't you?
Yes, he's very attractive.
See, she thinks you're good looking.
Okay.
Now, Trish, if you could give one piece of advice to Anthony, what would it be?
Yeah, stop crying.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the date was really sweet. And I think that maybe if he just
the charming part of it all was very nice, but the clinginess and the, like, just all of a sudden feeling like you were owned by, I mean, like, I don't know, he needs to baby step it. Baby step.
Okay.
That's good advice.
Anthony, you'd like to go out with Trisha again, right?
Yeah, I would, very much.
Oh, look at
Do you think you can hold it together and not be too clingy?
Yes. I'll work on that. I'll be good at that.
At this point, I would like to ask you if you'd like to go on a second date with Anthony.
Hey.
Trisha, do you want to give him another shot? We will send you guys out. We'll pay for it if you go out with Anthony one more time.
I think I'd rather set him up with one of my friends.
A friend that you dislike or what?
If I go out with him again and this happens, then it is going to cost me something because now I'm going to be the mean girl, and I don't want to be the mean girl. And I just feel like he needs a little bit more time to be single.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Sorry, Anthony, but you got your answer, and now you know.
Okay.
Maybe take some time to yourself, especially if you haven't dated in a while. The first girl that you go out with, you will, like, fall for her because you'll think that she's awesome because she's something different than what you've been used to.
Mm-hmm.
But you need to kind of, like, check your emotions a little bit.
You mean I should, like, not share, like, all of myself right away?
No, definitely don't. Wait till, like, the third date for the crying, dude.
I was going to say the third year.
Okay, guys, thanks for trying.
Do like everybody else and save the tears for the bedroom. I always love it when I receive emails or even text messages in all caps. The email that we got about today's second date was primarily in all caps and exclamation points everywhere.
Was it not from Kanye West?
No, it wasn't. It was from Anthony. Anthony, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. I expected him to be like, hey, what's up? How are you? From the way that your email was written.
Oh, my gosh.
You were a very excitable guy, Anthony.
Oh, yeah, I just think I blew it with this girl.
You sound like you're about to cry right now. Are you all right?
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit upset. I'm sorry.
Okay. Who is this girl, Anthony?
Her name is Trisha. She was a friend of a friend hooked, set us up on a date. It's been a long time since I've gone out on a date because I was in a relationship.
Anthony, are you crying?
I'm trying to get it together. I'm sorry.
Are you really crying?
And that's okay if he is, Jubal.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Hey, he really likes this girl.
I like men who are comfortable crying.
Yeah, but you went. Tell us about the girl,
You're
Anthony.
right.
She's just real sweet. She's got really beautiful hair. It smells great, and she's got a funny laugh. And she just seemed like a really nice person.
Okay. What'd you do on your date, Anthony?
I was afraid of doing anything too romantic and too forward, so I got ice cream and, looked at the water and had dinner. It was just a really nice, fun time.
I'm sorry that I judged you. I'm almost in tears right now.
Stop,
that sounded like.
I think, Anthony, what people are curious about is, like, how can you get so attached to a woman that it makes you cry when you've only gone on one date with her?
Well, part of it's her, because she seemed like she really liked me. And then, like I said, I've not done this a lot. I dated my high school girlfriend since I was a freshman in high school, and then we were together until a year ago.
Okay.
Oh, so that's all you've had. You've had one serious girlfirend ever.
So like 10 years?
Yeah.
And never dated.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to.
That explains a little bit.
Yep, it does.
So how did the date end between you guys?
Did you weep into her neck while she held you?
We just hugged because, I don't like to kiss on the first date because, I want to have like a nice, memorable thing.
Okay.
That everything else is built on.
Now, your email said you'd be really devastated if you never found out why.
Well, I mean, if I'm doing something wrong, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, right? So it'd be nice if I could figure it out.
I know you're new to this, but it's one date, dude. You get blown off a lot in the dating world.
It's
Believe
true.
me.
Yeah, but she seemed to really like me, and she was so sweet, and she's got the best smelling hair ever.
Okay. You brought up the hair twice.
So you didn't freak out about her hair the whole time on the date, right? Because that could freak a girl out.
I didn't mention it.
Okay. It sounds like you were really, really into her hair.
Well, it's really pretty, and she looks like a shampoo commercial girl. It's great. I don't want this to sound weird or anything. I just really felt like a strong connection with her, and I just don't want to lose that.
Okay.
I think I don't think that comes along every day.
So, Anthony, little concerned about your emotional state. I just want to prepare you. Like, a lot of times when we get the other person on the phone, they can say some negative or maybe some unflattering things. Are you prepared for that?
I think I'll be okay.
Oh, God.
no. He's already upset.
This is
Wow.
going to end poorly.
Not to make you wait any longer. We're going to play a song.
Oh, no.
Come back and get your second date, all right?
Okay, thanks, guys.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The dating world is a lot like playing a video game. Unless you have a cheat code, you're probably going to lose.
Wow. It's depressing.
You're going to spend hours and hours and hours in front of a game machine, pumping quarters into it and just watching it take and take and take.
Preach, brother.
And take everything that you have until you lose and walk away. And before you know it, you spent 4 years of your life trying to win this video game. It doesn't care one bit about you. And then you go back the next day and somebody else is there pressing its buttons.
Wow, that just got really...
Enough about me. We're talking
Depressing.
about Ronald, who's on the phone right now to do a second date update. And apparently he actually went on a date to a video game arcade, and that's why I bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ronald, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Wow, Ronald, I thought you were just a really, really sad man about the state of dating right now.
Yeah, that's kind of his issue. That's completely different than what I experienced.
Okay, good. There is hope out there for some people.
That's a Jubal flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your email said that you went out with a girl to a video game arcade. Before we get into that, how did you meet her?
I actually met her on a new dating application I was trying out. Friend told me about it.
A dating application.
Fancy.
Well, you guys would probably know it as an app. App is short for applications.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you met her on this dating application. Did you guys talk a bunch before you went out, or did you just kind of meet and then go out?
We seemed to hit it off pretty good through the text. So, yeah, we went ahead and decided to meet up at an old school arcade venue. So we went in there and played some old school games like, Asteroids, and they had all the ones. It was really fun. It was a really cool place.
Did you allow her to win, or did you destroy her?
Well, actually, I'm a little bit competitive, but, I didn't want to, freak her out or anything. So, yeah, I kind of let her win a little bit, but I don't know, it just started, eating away at me just slowly as the points were rising. I was like, oh, my God, this is terrible. I was like, I just felt like such a loser.
What? Okay, wait, slow down. One, why would you feel like a loser for not winning a video game?
I don't know, because I was looking around and everybody was, playing, and it was like the heavy competition thing started creeping in. There was a lot of couples there, and, most of the time the guy was winning. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like the only loser here that's losing to a female here.
So you actually, you were taking it seriously that you were losing. By the way, I guarantee none of those people were watching you if you felt like they were watching you.
You weren't there, man. They were absolutely watching me. They kept glancing over and kind of gesturing to each other. I saw one lady kind of nudge her boyfriend like, oh my God, look at this. It's embarrassing.
Well,
You sound like an intense man.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little intense. I guess she thought so, too.
She thought so? Did she comment on it?
Yeah, she made a little comment. We were playing Pac-Man, and I'd almost tied us up, and I guess the controller kind of got stuck or something, and I couldn't swerve around a corner, and I got eaten. And in a momentary loss of judgment, I kicked the machine pretty hard.
Oh, dude.
So you're freaking out on the machine. That's awesome.
I'll kill you.
Not only that, but it sounds like every time you're losing, you have something else to blame besides, I don't know, your own lack of skills.
No, the controller stuck. It wasn't my fault at all. It was one of those old school arcade games. The kids have been beating up on that machine all day.
Yeah, people. So the thing is, people kick those things, and then they get ruined.
Whatever, it wasn't that big a deal. I mean, it happened. She didn't seem absolutely freaked out by it.
Absolutely freaked out.
But the manager of the store actually was a little upset. He actually walked over and kind of scolded me like a little kid, which is a little embarrassing.
Oh, really?
So wait, you went out to an arcade where you proceeded to get beat and then took it out on a machine, and you're wondering why this woman isn't calling you back?
Well, yeah, but I mean, hold on. It gets better. Trust me. It's going to get better. So
Better in a good way, or better like you ruin this date even more?
No. It was a good turnaround.
Okay, what happened?
So, we're sitting there playing, and she kind of laughed about the manager. Seemed to kind of turn her on a little bit,
Oh, bad boy, huh?
Yeah.
Give her the bad boy thing, and I just played it off like whatever.
Yeah.
So next thing I know, we're actually behind one of the pinball machines making out.
Wait, what?
What?
Wow.
She made out with you behind a pinball machine?
Yeah, I guess it got her a little hot, just kind of being the defiant, rebellious type.
That'll happen, man. You know what I mean? When you say screw the system, I'm going to kick this game if I want to. Who made the move to make out? You or her?
Well, I made the first move, duh. I mean, I'm a pretty badass guy.
Oh.
Sounds like
I
it.
don't go out too often, so, when I do, I go for the kill.
Okay.
We lock lips, the next thing you know, we're just like all up and down each other's throats. So.
Wow.
I really misjudged this whole story.
Nice make out in the arcade.
I'll let you know.
How did the date end after your romance in the arcade?
It ended pretty good, actually, on a good note, because the manager actually saw us again. He walked by to change out the quarters or whatever in a machine, and he saw us making out. And then he came up and told us that we had to get out of there. And I was like, f this place anyway. So I grabbed her hand and walked out the front door.
So he kicked you out because he saw you making out?
Right.
But you were making out in an arcade in midday.
I know, pretty badass, huh?
I think so, Ronald. Well, why do you think she's not calling you back then if you guys had such a hot, steamy romance in the arcade?
Well, we got back to my place, and, the whole time we were pretty much, a lot of physical contact, it felt like...
Wow, it's still going. I thought you were done after the arcade.
No, I wasn't about to let the date end, I took it back to my place.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Right. I misjudged you completely at the beginning of this call.
I don't know what's happening.
You got swag.
So what happened back at your place then?
We pretty much picked up where we left off at the arcade, on a horizontal level.
You guys hooked up?
We didn't go all the way, but, we messed around quite a bit, and then at one point she just totally stopped on me, and I was kind of sitting there like, okay, got us all hot and bothered here, and then she's wanting to take off. I didn't quite understand, everything seemed like it was going really good. She was turned on. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when a girl's around a guy like you, they can't trust themselves, so they got to get out of the situation,
That's what I'm talking about.
So maybe that was it. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since she left your place?
Quite a few times. I tried through the dating app twice, and, I let a couple days go by. I just started to call her cell phone number and still didn't get any answer.
Okay. And do you want to date her, or do you just want to finish what you guys started?
Yeah, definitely.
Which
one? Definitely what?
Well, both preferably.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
I appreciate it much.
Yeah, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Ronald is on the phone. And this isn't your grandma's Ronald. No, this Ronald is a certified badass. Kicking computer games and taking names. No respect for authority whatsoever. That's the Ronald we know. If you were just listening, we talked to Ronald about his first date with a girl named Julia. They went out, they went to an arcade. He got in trouble because he kicked one of the video games there, and the manager said, hey, don't kick our video games. And then he got up from that video game with his date and then pushed her against a pinball machine. They started making out, and then they got kicked out of the arcade for making out. But it didn't stop there. They went back to his house and even made out a little bit more on his bed before she just couldn't take anymore and had to leave. All right, Ronald, are you ready to give her a call and find out why she would stop the action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not even going to guess on this one because I thought for sure it was because you were kind of a lunatic when it came to video games and she didn't like you, but she ended up back at your place, so I know nothing.
I know how to bring them home. What can I say?
Yeah, apparently you do, sir.
That's right, Ronald. Let's do this. Let's see why she wouldn't be calling you back, big dog.
I know you're just joking, but in real life, I'm kind of a badass.
Okay.
I know. I'm not saying that you're not, Ronald. I just think that should be your theme song. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to dial her phone number.
Dial her up. Let's quit around. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ronald means business.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Julia there?
Hi, this is she.
Hey, Julia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know why I'm calling you?
I would love to know.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with a guy, and he emailed us seeing if we could get you on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Have you been on a lot of dates recently?
No, not too many. I mean, I feel like I do maybe 2 per week. I try not to overwhelm myself.
Okay. Well, this one was with a guy named Ronald, and you went to an arcade.
Yes.
All right.
I
So,
definitely remember that one.
do you remember your date with Ronald?
Oh, I do.
All right. Well, Ronald emailed us because he thought you guys had a great time, but he says that you're not getting back to him, and he'd like to go out with you again. So he asked if we could maybe get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. He told us that the date went awesome. He even told us that you guys were making out and stuff, so it's kind of confusing.
Wow, that's private.
Yeah, but you know how Ronald is. Not a whole lot's private with Ronald, I feel like.
Oh, my gosh.
But you liked him, right? Like you were into the date, obviously.
I mean, he had this whole, tough guy facade going, and in a way I appreciated it because I thought, he's trying to impress me, I thought that was kind of cool.
Do you mean him getting kicked out of an arcade for kicking a machine and then making out with you?
Whoa, he told you guys everything.
Yeah, he did. You liked that, though.
That part, yes.
Really? It didn't make you feel like you were in junior high all over again and dating some teenager?
No, it felt really risky and, fun and thrilling, so I thought, yeah, I'll go with it. It was fun.
Okay, so you enjoyed making out with him there, and did you enjoy the make-out session when you went back to his place?
Wait, why are you asking me? It sounds like he told you everything already.
He pretty much did. But the reason that we're confused is you were making out with him, and then you stopped and left.
Yeah, he had no idea. Like, it was out of the blue.
So we're wondering why you don't want to go out with him again if you were, all into it.
Well, what he did was out of the blue.
What did he do?
It's really embarrassing for him, not me.
Okay.
I don't want to say it on the radio.
No, I definitely think you should.
If it's embarrassing for him, he's the one that set up this whole phone call. He's the one that's putting your business out on the radio. So we've already talked to him, and he says he doesn't care. He just wants to know why you won't call him back.
Well, if you must know,
yes.
we were, we were really into it. We were making out. It was good. It was fine. And then all of a sudden, he was touching my boobs, and he honked it and said, "Woohoo!"
Wait, what? Did you just say he honked your boob?
Yeah, only one of them. He honked my left boob and said, "Woohoo!"
Did he? Wait.
Was he trying to be funny?
I don't know. It's almost like he didn't even know he did it. He didn't acknowledge it.
He didn't call attention to the fact that he said woohoo.
No, and I mean so I stopped because I thought, okay, he's throwing in a joke while we're getting hot and heavy, which I think is lame. But I was like, whatever. He's just trying to be funny. It's okay. But he definitely was not joking, and just continued. He didn't miss a beat. I don't know if he knew he did it.
But it's to be kind of on his side, he has one bad moment in a long, sounds like makeout session. You couldn't get past a little boob honk?
I mean, a honk is one thing, but going woohoo along with it, that just kind of put me over.
I could see how that would kill the mood. That would have been followed up by a yippee if you'd have let him do other things, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, he's got a list of these little celebratory chants that he does. I don't want to stick around for the night.
Okay, so that's when you stopped and took off?
Right.
Oh, the bad boy wasn't so bad anymore.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you tell him that was a turnoff to you?
Because he seemed so oblivious to it, but I thought, let me just run now.
Yeah, why waste the time and have a conversation?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was this is the first date. I'm just going to stop now and then never talk to him again.
Okay, well, I do have bad news for you then, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to have at least one more conversation with you.
Whoa, what?
Yeah. Ronald, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, but you're exaggerating a little bit. I mean, I grabbed it, but I didn't say woo-hoo. The most I said was woo.
It doesn't matter if you said woo or woo-hoo. It's just strange to hear those noises while we're in the middle of something like that. This isn't a sport where you're going to win something.
So what? I like to spice things up. It was my natural reaction, I was going for it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of agree with Ronald.
Really?
Julie, yeah, I don't know. It takes a while for two people to learn their likes and dislikes in the romantic sense, and I don't think you gave him a shot. You don't like one thing and you turn him down?
I mean, maybe we're just different. If you would have had Ronald making out with you, honk your boob, yell woohoo, would you have gone on a second date with him?
There's a lot of reasons that I wouldn't have gone out with Ronald to begin with. But if I got to a point where he's honking my boob and I didn't like it, I mean, I would have told him and we probably would have continued making out. I don't know.
If he said woohoo in the middle of, yeah, right.
That's an excited thing. It's not like he was disappointed.
Yeah, but he sounds like a Simpsons character.
Woo!
Like you guys are making fun of it, but she was into it at the time, She was moaning, like, So, yeah, I went for it.
Wow.
That wasn't moaning. That was me trying to hold back my vomit.
Okay.
Whatever. You liked it.
Chemistry is
All
good
right.
here.
Well, Julia, I would love to ask you this question. Would you like to go out on a second date with Ronald? We will pay for it.
I'm going to go with no.
Oh,
No?
that's so weird.
Really? Maybe you grab your butt and get a Zoiks out of the whole deal.
Oh, gosh. Definitely not. I really don't want to feel like I'm on an episode of Mickey Mouse.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us and being honest with us about your date. I appreciate that, Julia.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome. And Ronald, I'm sorry, no second date for you.
That's all right. I can honk on somebody else.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Honk
Get
away,
after
sir.
it then, Ronnie.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm going to text in at 78592 that says, I'm definitely over my quota today for hearing the term honk my boob. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Ronnie, as I like to call him, is a badass.
Yeah, he is.
And he wanted to call a girl named Julia who wasn't calling him back after their date. They went to an arcade, and Ronald talked about how cool he was when he got upset at playing Pac-Man and then kicked the machine. And the owner of the place came over and said, hey, please don't do that. And then he was like, dude, I was just showing her that I didn't care about anything. I don't care about authority. And then he pushed her up against the machine and started making out with her, which she liked. Yeah. And then they got kicked out of the place, basically. And he was like, dude, she was totally into me because I'm a badass. Well, it turns out she wasn't calling him back because when they got back to his place, they were messing around a little bit. And then he got to second base, and he honked her boob, and then went, woo, woo. Like, actually said woohoo, and that turned her off. Then she left and decided she doesn't want to see him again.
It all sounds like a story from junior high. From the arcade game, like,
I'm surprised you didn't just
Rebel to the boob honk.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that was the thing that pushed her over. Like, there were so many things prior to that could have done the job.
Right? As soon as he starts to, like, get angry at a video game and start beating the crap out of it, you're like, all right, this guy is a little weird.
Red flag.
Somebody texted in 78592 and said, thanks to Ronald, I have a new signature move whenever I touch a girl's boob. Woo!
Yeah, I think that it didn't work out for him. So you may want to take that into consideration before you pick it up as your signature move.
Somebody else said, I dated a guy who honked my boobs all the time like that.
I had one.
And now we're getting married in 3 weeks.
Really?
So it also could work out for you.
You know?
It just depends on what you're into.
Yeah.
Remember,
Honking.
if
There's
you want
something for everybody.
to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Somebody said, I just honked my girl's boobs because we're listening to you guys right now. Yeah. If you're with your girlfriend right now, just reach over. If you're carpooling to work or whatever, just honk her boob.
Or vice versa, girls. Reach
Honk
over
him
to
back.
your man, honk
There's a
him.
place you can honk too. Why not everybody do that in traffic right now? Honk each other.
Hey, and if you're by yourself or you're in carpool,
Honk yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, no way to get closer to your your coworkers than to
Honk each other and then honk the horn to let the people next to you know that you're honking each other. Everybody just get one big good honking on a part of your friend's body right now.
I love a
to
good
celebrate.
honk fest. Yeah, man.
All right, speaking of a honk fest, Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up at 8:10.
Moving 92.5.